Previously, I talked about Texas flirting with secession like a drunk ex sliding into America's DMs saying, "Hey babe, I was just thinking about when we were independent. Maybe we should try that again." And America's like, "Stop, Texas. You're embarrassing the Constitution." Now, legally speaking, no, Texas can't secede. We settled this little misunderstanding with something called the Civil War. You may have heard about it. It's that unpleasantness where about 600,000 Americans died over whether the states could throw tantrums and break up with the Union like it's a bad prom date. Spoiler alert, Lincoln swiped left. And the Supreme Court doubled down in 1869 with Texas v. White, which basically said, "Hey, Texas, you're in this marriage until death or constitutional amendment do you part." No annulments, no trial separations, not even a make it Facebook official type of break. But because this is America and we love a good plot twist, there's always a loophole. See, technically the Constitution doesn't explicitly forbid secession. And in libertarian land, if it ain't forbidden, it's fair game, baby. That's the same kind of logic that gave us cryptocurrency, legalized weed, and the Florida man with a flamethrower. Now, here's the fun part. If Texas really wanted out, it would have to pull off the political equivalent of Mission Impossible. Pass a constitutional amendment saying, you know what, let them go. Which would require Congress, 2/3 of both houses, 3/4 of the states, and probably Matthew McConaughey's blessing. All right, all right, all right. It's not secession. It's a group project from hell. But intellectually, the idea isn't completely bonkers. Texas has its own power grid, a GDP bigger than most countries, and a population that already thinks DC is the devil's DMV. And if any state could do it, it's the one that brags about being bigger than France and better than California. Plus, from a libertarian angle, letting a state peace out peacefully might not be the worst precedent. If a government doesn't represent you, shouldn't you be able to leave like a sane adult? That's not radical. That's just civil divorce. You don't even have to fight over the dog. Though you can keep Elon Musk and Tesla and maybe send us the Statue of Liberty. Still, let's be real. Texas seceding is less likely than Congress passing term limits or the TSA finding your dignity. It's a thought experiment, like libertarian candidates winning the presidency or his orangeness listening to something other than the diseased ramblings of his micro brain. But hey, if it sparks conversations about decentralization, state autonomy, and holding DC accountable for being a flaming dumpster fire of incompetence, then maybe it's worth daydreaming about a little Lone Star Rebellion. But maybe let's try fixing the country before we break up with it. Maybe.